How did the Germans identify Jews? The officer used calipers to measure the width of the man's face, then took out a standard facial model to compare. By comparing, a perfect match was found. Next, he examined the man's chest and collarbones and concluded, this man is from the Rhineland and has pure German blood. The soldiers applauded. However, the truth was that John was actually from Romania. To survive, John had no choice but to clap and agree. Then the officer made a surprising decision, ordering John to put on a soldier's uniform, which was sent to European magazines for publicity. He would represent the German people and showcase their handsome faces to the world. However, this publicity led John into an irreversible situation. On September 16, 1944, the Soviet Red Army liberated Romania. Because John had been photographed for German propaganda, Romania labeled him a traitor, and his wife was forced to flee with their children to the United States. By this time, the Allies had reached John's camp. Under the barrage of artillery fire, John and a group of Jews hid in the grass. But they were soon discovered by the Germans, who decided to eliminate them before retreating. In a panic, John pulled the trigger, killing 2 German soldiers, then got the Jews onto a truck, taking them to the Allied camp. However, as soon as he stepped off the truck, the Jews reported John as a German. John was immediately arrested by American soldiers and sent to a concentration camp as a POW, where he spent a long 19 days. One day, an officer from the camp suddenly approached him, and John thought he would be released. But the officers informed him that he would face a military tribunal. In the tribunal, the military presented several published books and magazines, all with covers showing John wearing a soldier's uniform. These materials indirectly contributed to the death of millions. Faced with undeniable evidence, John had no defense. Just as the judge was about to sentence John to death, a Soviet defense lawyer presented a letter from John's wife. After hearing his wife's story, John couldn't hold back his tears. John was acquitted and released. 8 years later, after enduring much hardship, John was finally reunited with his wife and children. Perhaps more terrifying than war itself was the relentless destruction of the soul and life. But in the end, war could not destroy true love.